Yo, good morning, N7. Let's see how that new mic works, huh? I mean, mic settings, it's gonna be great, fam. Don't even worry. What up, Quincy? Unlit Suit Ops, thank you for that follow. Fam, it ain't gonna be cutting out anymore. It won't be cutting out anymore. It was one of those mic filters on the stream setup. I didn't even, it's probably been like that forever, unfortunately, but now I fixed it. It's basically because I have a deeper voice. I don't hit the dBs. So when I hit certain pitches, right, or don't hit certain pitches, we'll say, the microphone does not activate. Being a heavy breather as well, I got to make sure I have, you know, I got to make sure I have enough restrictions so you don't hear me breathing all the time, you know, like that stuff. Yeah, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Yo, what's up, Valley? Yo, Quincy, thanks for the prime time. Bam, if you didn't realize you could use your prime, you get one prime a month for free if you have Amazon Prime. You can use it on anybody you want on Twitch, so you get one free sub a month. Every month it changes, so you can't renew. You just have to manually renew with it every month, but every 30 days, you know, you get a Twitch Prime sub to somebody, and then after that 30 days you could switch to somebody else. But that's a lot, you know, a lot of people don't know that. Make sure you use it on somebody. Don't let it go to waste. I use mine on somebody. Yeah, thanks, Quincy. Hey, good morning, Isabel. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. I'm pretty sure I've fixed the mic issues, so everything should be loud and clear. It should be picking up everything. It was a microphone issue. I was checking the internet, everything, but it was definitely a microphone issue. I was testing it. I kept testing it. I had to remove all the filters. You know, I don't need to talk about it too much, but the point is I'm pretty sure I fixed it. Whether that means I need the mic closer to my mouth or whatever, but I did fix the filters where it's a little bit less sensitive. So it hopefully picks up my voice every time I say something, every word, even if it happens to be deeper and it dozes off. That's the tendency how I talk. All right, so we had to move up, kind of expected on Bitcoin. I wasn't really After the dump yesterday, I didn't think they were done. Today should be very interesting. We have a very low volatile candle here. This is a weak candle for now. 9 hours left on that candle. We're going to need to see a continued push up here, or we are going to definitely be in big trouble. You want to see volatility come in on this candle right after a big dump. So you see kind of the yellow really means we had some strong volatility to downside. N7, thank you for that sub, that prime sub. And then you want to see kind of, especially with a green doji. If you look at this, how we started this candle, we didn't really retrace at all. Another kind of concerning thing, I would say, let's see, it's right here. Yeah. So, we pumped, we dumped. This is the new 4 hour. Yeah, this is it. So, this is the open yesterday. We pumped. We just retraced that pump. We pumped the first. This is our basically our open wick. It's not really that promising. Like they didn't drop it down to grab more liquidity or really to pick up any more long, should I say. I'm not really worried about filling this wick. This wick seemed to fill a lot of this wick in general. But obviously we have an uptrend. Like we're gonna just keep this very basic. We have an uptrend. The 4 hours kind of tucked between the 50 MA and the 21 EMA. That's going to cause some type of squeeze. We'll sit here probably squeezing a little bit, and what we'll be doing in that 4 hours, all we'll have to do is come over here to Bitcoin dominance, and it looks like alts are going to kind of recover here. So that in general, that's a really good sign. If we were going to continue, let's say past 44K again, past 46K, you're going to want to see alts recover a little bit. You don't want to see them get chopped on the way up with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin were to make a Bitcoin dominant move to the upside, it's going to make that move quickly. So whatever happens when it's Bitcoin dominance, how Bitcoin dominance works is we'll range and alts will lower Bitcoin dominance by taking market cap from Bitcoin and also from the general, supply and demand model, whether there's demand in Solana, demand in ARB, all those good things. And so you got to think about like, if you got the demand, and then also you have this nice $4,000, $5,000 range on Bitcoin, that's going to be a good thing for alts. Now, if Bitcoin moves up very aggressively, which it did from, it really did a good job, really from like 28K, we'll call it, to 35K. Their alts did not move during that time. That was a very aggressive Bitcoin dominant move to the upside. So if Bitcoin were to move aggressively to the upside, which it may do, let's say we get that ETF approval announcement today, tomorrow, next week, whatever it is, when Bitcoin makes that aggressive move, don't necessarily expect alts to follow. If alts may bleed against Bitcoin. But so right now, what we're seeing is the 4 hour candle in Bitcoin dominance going down. That means alts are taking some market cap from Bitcoin. Why are they doing that? Well, you just simply go over here to the 4 hour, and they put us in a good spot. They know where they put it. They closed the 4 hour above the 50. And now look, wick to wick on this 4 hour with an hour and 15 minutes left. You got the top of the 21 EMA and the bottom is the 50 EMA. We're just going to sit here in a little squeeze. That's going to be good for alts. You can see Solana's recovered a little bit here. Volatility to the upside. That's a good thing. We have again, we're going to keep this very basic. We kind of have a downtrend here on the 4 hour. It looks like could be bullish. Say we break that. Let's look. This will be the 21 EMA on the hourly, guaranteed. Yep. Look at it. There it is. 21 EMA on the hourly. They're going to make a move probably to 103.50. Look, this is the simple 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. I could see another push down, to be honest. Maybe not with this wick. You could argue this is 3. But again, we're closing a 1 hour past the 21 EMA. We got some volatility upside. We got this downtrend line on Solana. Keep it basic. This is how it's been for the last month. It's been this basic. Solana, you want to see a break to the upside. Now let me show you something. These breaks don't necessarily confirm, hey, FOMO long. All right. You're going to be wanting to pick this up on this wick, or this wick. Not really trying to FOMO long on a trend break. I would say necessary if you're really looking for something, you're going to look for this 30-minute cross. That's usually the trend on these alts. So you could see we crossed here. That's a bearish trend. As soon as we crossed here, 30-minute bearish, we haven't crossed back till now. So this is a good sign. We're seeing a good sign. We got this meme line here. Again, don't play the FOMO break necessarily, but I would come down and you see like a nice retest wick could play very well. Again, I expect as long as Bitcoin continues the range, doesn't take an aggressive move to the upside, alts can recover here a little bit, but it has been very choppy, fam. Let's go to ARB. I've been very I moved some things around here. ARB is looking still very good, fam. I said try to get in on a dip, and if you just look at, maybe you could argue this is kind of a break. Without the wick, but the point is you have higher lows here, so wouldn't play this. I could see a channel here if you take out this gruesome Binance wick on ARB. I don't know if ARB played that on spot necessarily, but if you take out this gruesome Binance wick on ARB, you could see kind of a channel here that we broke down. This is a clear break of this channel. I'll just draw it just to, because this is how you need to see these things, fam. Maybe we're still tucked in that channel, but I was looking more at I mean, it still looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, like this, it still looks really good. ARB, that could have been the quick wick. If you look at how the daily closed, look at the ARB, fam. It was one of the most bullish closes, and we got to just simply zoom out here. We're in price discovery. We haven't even closed the red daily candle. They come down here, chop some people out of longs. Now you get Bitcoin settling down, Bitcoin dominance on a good little dip. Look, the daily yesterday considerably is pretty bearish, and now that today has lost the green. Also in a little tight range, 21 EMA and 50 EMA. So it could just be choppy here for alts. It looks very rotational to me still. It's been rotational this entire time. There has been, I would say there's been a point where there's points in the market where a lot more alts move together than there are right now. Like right now, I would say not all the alts are moving. This is a simple argument. Alts 10 were down 10-15% yesterday, and they're recovering back like 3-4% today. I mean, we're not, if you think about what up, blind, if you think about like just the general like sense of it, Solana was down like 15% yesterday. All right, Solana is not up a considerable amount today, but it was down 15%, is has a little recovery. Now on the daily structure, it's got lower highs, lower lows. This is already looking like a trend change, starting to flirt with the 21 EMA a little bit. We've used this 21 EMA the entire time up. This is the trend here on Solana. Definitely have some room to fly. That monthly close, you gotta realize, fam, like this is the monthly close. This is all you gotta look at, and it was a very clean level. As far as I'm concerned, we got 27 days here. We got room to run up, and then you look at total 2. For now, things look okay, fam. Let's just put this total 2. Red recovered very well yesterday. Probably gonna play a lot. It had to pull back a little bit if it was gonna continue, right? On that monthly, and it sure did on alts yesterday. That was a really nasty wick on total 2. But this is alts, right, fam? But if you see, like, look, this is clear support here. Get rid of the image. All right. Yeah. Right. Wicked back to the supply here. Sorry, demand here. Look, this is very clean. And then held the daily level over here. I mean, you couldn't make this shit up. Like, um, so yeah, look, this looks really good still, right? We got not really haven't really lost anything of significance on alts. Some alts look worse than others, like Solana. Is this daily bullish divergent? No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, so Solana doesn't look that great, I would argue, but again, might be breaking that meme line down. Could make a run for it. It's looking good on the 4 hour. I'm not gonna lie. Point. Also hasn't really lost. I mean, it's so funny. I've been thinking about, and I keep telling myself, no, I'm not doing it. I think about shorting Solana, and then I look at the charts, and I'm like, nope, I can't do it. Like look at this. This is a very. I want to see this taken back if you're gonna be really bullish. Um, but as far as look at this. This is Sol Bitcoin. We'll take out the indicators real quick, just on a technical analysis. This is Sol Bitcoin. This is the highs right here. This is our 126. And look, this here's our wick down. This looks really, really good. We have for now, right? We have resistance here, but we got a 1, a 2, and then we get a move up here. Bam. I mean, let's talk about this as being a range. Position yourself maybe now. Take the risk now. Probably should have taken it yesterday, but take the risk now on a Solana long, and you get Sol Bitcoin moving up as long as Bitcoin cooperates, which it is. It's got a nice little steady pump. Seems to be trying to range a little bit, but what I'm really looking at, even though it's breaking this 21 EMA with an hour left, what I'm really looking at is Bitcoin dominance. How's Bitcoin dominance news? Look at this. We're pumping on Bitcoin, right? The 4 hour and alts are pumping. So this is a good sign. Start looking for long stay. Yesterday was very uncertain, right? You're like sitting there. Is it going to be the long? Is it going to be the shorts? Are you going to play, which direction you can play? You just wait till today and look, it's much clearer picture. In my opinion, it's much clearer picture. It looks really good. And then we go over here to Ether. We were talking about Ethereum yesterday. Now, look, I don't, regardless of my opinion, right? Regardless of my opinion on Ethereum and a Solana and whatever, this is still an asset you can trade. I don't care if it's Dogecoin. There's Ethereum's gonna have a nice 2x, I'm guessing. I don't even think it's gonna have a 2x. It might have a 2x. I could see Ethereum following Bitcoin up to that level. Maybe Ethereum and Bitcoin going up off the ETF announcement only. None of the alts follow. And I could see Ethereum going and tagging like 3,100, 32. Let's see. Let's look at this. I don't even think it's got a 2x. I mean, that's the problem is, opportunity cost here, major resistance. Major resistance here. This is the weekly, right? Could take it here. Easily could take it here. What is this? Yeah, 3,600. So, it's not bad. I don't love it. I really don't love it. But as far as look, the weekly looks okay. It's red, right? But it's flat. It's staying within this. It's trying to stay within this previous weekly candle. But as far as like you go down to lower time frames, this one looked better yesterday than most. And I'll say, unfortunately, this is a range for Ethereum, but this one looked the best. As we were talking, or as my mic was going out, and then I flipped it over and I was talking about, look, watch this 4 hour close here. This is the 4 hour on Ethereum, and We're talking it didn't even wasn't even getting close to closing down there. For the most part, lost this meme line here. So going to watch this reaction here around the 21 AMA and the 50 MA. But for the most part, this looks okay, right? Got technically, yeah, this looks okay to me for now. So I thought this one looked better than the others. The problem is with these Dino coins. Let's talk about the Dino coins and their recovery and aspect. I think again, Ethereum recovered better. So we're talking Ethereum has recovered around 8%. Solana has recovered probably more. Yeah. Solana has recovered 19%. And just Coinbase. Yeah, it's about similar wick on Binance. So, I mean, again, we're talking about opportunity costs. Although I like Ethereum, you look at Solana and you're like, well, Solana had a 19% bounce from the lows. I'm thinking too when this started recovering, like I got a long, and then you get up there to like 99. It happens so quickly. You get up there to 99, you're like, all right, forget it. This one is hard in my opinion. This one is really hard to trade because of how volatile it is. But right now, this 1 hour looks really good. What I say? We're gonna go up to touch the 103.50. It's already making its move there, fam. I mean, we were at like 101 just a second ago. Yeah, we were. When we started the stream and I started talking about Solana, we were at 101. It's moving quickly. I'm not gonna foam. You can just set the lines, right? Set your lines. So here it is. Boom. Here's the 15-minute. You can see here's the resistance. Broke the meme line. Got a 15-minute cross here. Looks really good. Got the 30-minute cross that we were talking about here. So Solana looks really good. I'm not FOMOing into it though, fam. ARB, Jesus. ARB is running. Trauma. Wow, it is running. We were talking. Of course, it's running. This one's just gonna keep running, fam. I've gotten a couple really good chunky longs out of this. And yesterday I tried to long it a couple times, probably lost 40% or something like that doing that just by myself. Wasn't like a call I was given, but I was trying to long a couple times. Then I caught a short, recovered a little bit, and then I was like, all right, I'm done with ARB for right now. But would have been nice to pick this up. This is gonna run. This is gonna keep running. I think ARB's gonna pull an inch similar to an inch. It's gonna go to the $3. Again, it's a price discovery, fam. Yeah, it's in price discovery. It's compressing and probably gonna start expanding. This is gonna be a nice Chad candle on ARB. Foam at your own risk. Inge has had a really nice move. Actually, Inge looks really strong on the volatility. You want to see this. So look at this. Look at Inge volatility, right? Really running. And then ARB isn't running yet, but woo, alts are pumping right now. Look at BNB. All right, BNB. This is good. Gotta love this. BNB a little bit lagger. We all know about BNB. We've been talking about BNB for weeks, fam. It's one of the more gotta be patient coins. But as far as a spot play, I was showing this shit at 230. So I had a target up here. This is my target. I think it could go higher though. 465, I think it is. Hold on, let me check this real quick. I've got to check the monthly. I think it could go. Where is it? Where do I got it going here? Well, it's got to go to the monthly first, right? God, it tapped it perfectly. Look at this. This is just like Bitcoin. Look at this. I mean, this month, ugh. All right, so I'll tell you what. With this monthly here, this wick here, not really shooting for the stars yet, but I really had a $400 target for this. You know, I want to see this wick hit. Want to see some liquidity grabbed. This could easily be done though, fam. Look at that monthly level. It's very similar to Bitcoin. It could just be pushing up. This is a very, you know, look, this is nice, right? This 1 hour is really nice. Rounded shape, but gotta keep tracking some of these alts. Arb, Souls running. Um, I'll tell you what, you wanna check the reaction here, fam. This would be a I'm not gonna lie, this monthly right here, that would be a juicy short opportunity. But the way things look right now, and again, I had a target of $400. I would like to see this wicked above. I would like to see a deviation above, very similar to what I want to see on Bitcoin. Do I think Bitcoin's done? I don't think Bitcoin's done. I think Bitcoin, especially after the recovery we're seeing right now from yesterday's huge dump, which was like, you know, just a simple too many longs in the market, reset the funding type of dump. Um, Everything you're seeing right now, you know, this is probably going to break. We're going to wick up to that 400 minimum level here on BNB and then watch the reaction. We'll get a reaction here, you know, but we got this nice rounded shape. But again, even though this is a nice rounded shape, this could be some type of BART. I'm not going to play it like that. I'm not going to. Normally, I would. Now, normally, like 9 months out of the year when we're not in this type of market, I'm normally going to play this pattern, a sweep of the highs for a short, but I'm not going to be bearish here. I think it's important to just macro trend is up, right? Let's talk like zoom out. Macro trend is still up. You know, what are we talking about here? Daily looks good here. Nice engulfed bottom. Nice wick. This look at let's look at the 3-day. The 3-day compared to a lot of these other coins like Solana and Inge, right? This one, look at this. This is a very mild 3-day. I wouldn't even call that a 3-day Darth Maul, but like Solana, this was a really ugly 3-day right here. Volatility is low. It's still compressing up for now. The daily. This is compressing up for now, but this daily kicks in here. If this volatility kicks up to the upside, I'm guessing that's a break of 103.50. We break 103.50, 104. I'm assuming we're gonna run. All right, check the weekly. All right, we're green on the weekly, just barely. ARB. Look, ARB again. ARB had a 12-hour sell overnight, which, by the way, I wanted to play, but I'm not taking trades before bed anymore. So compression here on this 12-hour. You know, maybe we're going up for some liquidity. See here. This could be a good short, baby. Nah. No. Not yet. I don't. Is perp or standard futures better? Um, I think standard futures is probably what most people should start with, and then perpetual is it's kind of like a little bit more, a little more risk. Uh, I'm gonna ask you to Google it. I just don't want to explain it, Jags. That's an ugly reaction, right? By the way, on ARB, this is an ugly reaction. You want to see this? I mean, you got 9 minutes to recover this 15-minute, but Like, gotta recover that 15-minute, right? We gotta. That's ugly. Gotta go blind. No worries, my man. There it is. Would you mind not doing an update on H bar? Yeah, I'll do H bar too. Um, has the mic been okay, everybody? I want to make sure that we're. Has the microphone been okay? Perfect today. No more skipping out. Good. I'm so glad. Like, how do you expect people to show up to your stream when it sounded like that? I watched the VOD. And then I sat there on Streamlabs clicking the mic test button and I kept like fucking around with the filters, listening to my own voice, and I was like, this is so bad. And then I unplugged it. I like undid this entire thing. Uh I removed it from my hard drive. Like I basically removed it from the computer, reinstalled it. It had nothing to do with any of that shit, fam. It was just the filters. It was just that somebody said it yesterday in chat, and all I had to do was delete the filters and the mic would have worked. But the problem is that you can't have no filters because for somebody like me, I breathe heavily. I'm a mouth breather. Motherfucking mouth breather. No, I mean, really, I just, uh, you can call whatever you want. But you can't, you also have outside noise and all this stuff. So I'm glad it's working better. Um, H bar holding on to that 21 EMA. The trend looks okay. Don't love this daily. For now, we got eight hours. We've got to watch this daily close on H bar. Let's look at the 3-day. A lot of these, I'm telling you, this is. So we opened. Look at this. We opened, came down here and recovered already. So we're recovering. Pretty strong volatility on the 4-hour. They're trying to prevent this 4-hour cross in the 21 EM. H bar is a little, look, H bar is holding the line. It looks a little bit weaker. This is that's a little worrisome. You see this with a lot of charts right now, fam. ARB. Oh, let's go check out ARB again. We're gonna go flash back to ARB. I'm gonna put ARB over here. Actually, this is a good ARB chart. Not gonna delete. All right. How'd that 15-minute recover? All right, it's 15 minutes recovering here. Woo. So I'm assuming on ARB will probably do something like this, assuming Bitcoin dominance continues to favor alts. Bitcoin seems to be pumping. It's recovered very well. I think that definitely looking for longs is the play. I'm trying to look for something that's lagging. God, this on Matic doesn't sit with me well. Like this is bearish. This volatility is bearish. It doesn't mean we can't recover here. Doesn't mean it can't be a pivot, right? Like this is Matic's gonna have to close a little bit better here. I'm assuming Matic's gonna probably make a move to 92, 93 cents. Really clean. That could be a good one. Problem is this doesn't. I'm not actually. It looks okay. This was our entry. That was your entry. That was your lagging a little bit, but Matic, right? Easily could see a move to 92, 93 cents. Watch the reaction there. This is resistance as well. Solana. Retesting this trend line here. Has that 30-minute cross. The daily, I don't think. Yeah, the daily's still compressed. I worry this is a dead cat bounce, fam. Got the 5-day close in tomorrow. Just not even, I'm not even sure. Two-day closes today. Okay. We could work with this. This could be good. All right, fam. Look, we're gonna hit that golden pocket. Definitely gonna try to make a move to that golden pocket. This would be a good reaction point. Probably wick above. Hit some support resistance up here. I mean, for right now, we look good, fam. I mean, we really probably should be looking for longs. I'm not gonna get bearish yet. I'll just wait for confirmation. I can't. I shorted too much too early to know now that I've been much happier longing this market. Um, like the last month has been really significant amount more longs. You're gonna just ride the trend up. We're breaking over the. I think we're breaking the 21 EMA 2 hour. Prevent it. Look at this. We had a bearish cross. They're breaking above that 46 minutes. Bitcoin dominance. Oh, see, this is what I was talking about. So see how Bitcoin's getting a little aggressive here? Bitcoin dominance now going back to Bitcoin. That's why you're not seeing the follow through on some of these alts that you normally like to see. Alts are lagging a little bit behind Bitcoin. Let's just put it that way. Are they gonna get pulled up by Bitcoin? I think a little bit. But this is just it's just a little choppy. It's a little choppy right now. You guys see what I'm looking at though? I mean, I'm looking at the same charts as you, fam. It's yo, Ignatius. Ignatius, I like that name. Thank you for the follow. Oh, look, we're gonna get like a fib test here. Still, we could fill all of this. This is really, you just look at this stuff. This is usually wants to get filled. Got the wick up here, but fill some of this in. Fill this in. Um, little pockets of fair value. and you know, that's what you want to watch for, is these reactions. I think I'm favoring to the upside. Obviously, Bitcoin has a nice recovery. We went long yesterday. I told you guys to grab a long. We grabbed a long here, and yep, here it is, 44K. This is going to be the golden pocket, I believe, or around there. No, a little. We can get a little higher. I think we can get a little higher. Yeah, 44.1, 44,352. Either way, this is it's looking good right now, right? Bitcoin's looking okay. Alts aren't really loving the aggressive nature right now, but here we go. Okay. Solana's recovered a little bit. ARB, not so much. Again, ranging. Look at this range on ARB. It's pretty clean. Boom, boom. This is a 5-minute chart, so ignore a lot of the noise on those wicks, but pretty clean range here. Pretty clean, fam. Pretty clean, pretty clean. Look at, okay, I want to talk about the dollar. I want to talk about the dollar real quick. Let's just change up the pace for a second, all right? Let's just change up the pace. Let's talk about the dollar. I want to go to the 3-month chart. Really, I love this chart. I don't think people understand this is always going to be around. It takes centuries to depeg something like the dollar. You know, my children's children might see the dollar collapse. Who knows? But you know, really, what powers the dollar is the U.S. military, and you know, I believe that after talking with a good friend of mine, you know, they're going to be able to reset a lot of the deficit with the CBDCs, central bank digital coins. And so, with that being said, I don't think the dollar is going to really go anywhere, regardless of the debt. It does suck, the debt, you know. But they're going to stabilize the inflation at some point. Hopefully, not lower interest rates too quickly. And I would say that the best answer would not be lowering any rates this year. But the dollar is a very bullish chart, fam. This is the 3-month, obviously a falling wedge going back all the way to Timbuktu 70s, 60s. It's a crazy chart. And people need to keep it kind of in perspective here. Although we had kind of an ugly 3-month, let's look at the yearly. And the yearly had what I would like to call normally, okay, this is what these are, in my opinion. This is a test pump. Okay, that's what this is. Especially when you get a bearish kind of candle like this after, that's not really that bearish in comparison. All right. Here we have a very aggressive, this is a yearly chart on the dollar, fam. This is a cup and handle. All right. And they pumped a little rejection. Not a big deal. They recovered the rejection here. And that USD dollar, that hard green money, is going to keep going up, fam. And it will go up this year because, again, you see this is a little bit of a continuation. Although it's a little bearish, it's totally inside this huge bullish candle. This bullish candle had a break, okay, a nice break here. And although it came back down, not really a significant amount. I could see, again, this is a yearly candle. I could see us playing a little bit of time here, but the post 6 months H2, where I could totally see the dollar pumping even more. The dollar is going to start pumping into elections. It's going to start pumping because of more aggression around the world, and that's what pumps the dollar, fam. So at the end of the day, you know, our strong economy and everything will the United States strong economy and everything will continue to thrive, and the dollar will continue to be bullish. So I would just like to make it on the record that if you're some doomsday dollar person, you are out of your mind. Okay, there is no chance in hell, even with bricks and everything else, there's no chance in hell the dollar is going anywhere. Just want to make that clear. All right. All right. So look, here's it's Solana. All right, Solana's looking better. Let's see here. Just want to make that very, very clear. This is a beautiful. This is looking really good, fam. Solana's looking good. Break of the trend line. Be careful here, though. Listen, be very, very careful. This is normally you break the trend line and you get some type of rejection here, but this could still be an early entry, in my opinion. Assuming we could, yeah, it looks like it's gonna pump. Assuming we can get some continuation, it could be a good entry here still, but you're gonna get a rejection here initially. It's whether or not we're gonna go here and down, or we're gonna chop here and continue up. Again, this is a FOMO move, FOMO trade. That's all on you. I'm not looking to take anything like it. Just looks a little choppy to me, although some very bullish charts right here. Like Inch is breaking out finally. I'd argue Inch is finally breaking out here. I've got a nice little tuck this in a little bit here. Nice trend line looking okay. 37 minutes left. You really want to see this a strong close over this, although you do have this resistance right here. So look, this is where it's hitting. So just be careful with that one. All these are breaking their their meme lines and then hitting resistance right after. It's one of those typical things. But this one has passed the golden pocket. Inge looks really good. It's been slow. It's been slow to recover. Yo, Abraham, thank you for that follow. It's been slow to recover. ARB again. Let's talk about ARB. Fam, this 37 minutes, ARB is going to close a new 4-hour high. It's in price discovery. It's going to $3. Another one, I'll look for some type of pullback when I'm not on stream. Could be catching these on Teal Street. I'm not doing that today. I need to get. I'm not doing that today. I need to get another account set up. There's some other things tied to just trading right now, but not to do with me. But again, I don't want to pull up the trade and do it right now. I've got to get something else set up on Teal Street personally done, and then I can do live trading again. So I can't do that today. It's just today thing. And then but again, I'm going to be looking for a pullback here. ARB, it's just looks really bullish at resistance type of thing. All right, this is what we don't want to see. No, I think we're going to be okay here. I think ARB will look okay. Close over that $1.96. I'd be willing to punt along. Been a nice walk up here, fam. Nice walk up. Bitcoin dumping a little bit here. 36 minutes left. Bitcoin's going to go up for that. Assuming 44.3. I mean, Bitcoin doesn't look bad. Have some price action over, this is where you want to trade above. Definitely want to trade over this value area. This point of control, really, that's what this is. This is a really, wouldn't call you value area, excuse me. Point of control. As long as we're trading above, 43.5, 43.4, it looks like we're going to be fine. And all it's going to be, chopping people out before they continue. At least that's how it looks. That's how it looks right now. This could, I'm just afraid that if we get to these golden pockets on Solana, which Inge is past, that's a good thing, right? Inge is pulling past the golden pocket. You want to see something like that. ARB is not even, is way past the golden pocket, trying to close a 4 hour bullish here. You know, some of these look bullish, but some like Solana are lagging. Solana, let's look at BNB. BNB is way, you know, diced up this one. Yeah, it's BNB's chopping above the golden pocket. I would actually argue this is it. High, low. Yeah, actually it's right there at the golden pocket. Excuse me. Is this check out volume real quick. Not really the best. Any specific? Although the wick on it was brutal. I'm looking the longs on near. Yeah. A lot of these look good. You know, I was talking about yesterday filling those wicks and on these alts. I'm just not sure if they're ready to fill the wicks. So this one looks really good. I'm glad you brought this up, Quincy. Near looks really good. The daily volatility is ticking up here. I would like to see some price action above that line. You know, it's wick. It can get some wicks up in here. But near, what caused the shortage? What was the correction we were waiting for? Was this the correction? Um, yesterday's correction. You mean Vortex? Near looks good. Near looks good. We close a 4 hour like this. I mean, come on. Near looks really good. Yesterday was the reason honestly, you got to realize, fam, that the people trading this market, 95% of the people that make this market move are bots. So those bots are tied to news for whatever reason. I don't know how they're tied to BlockFi or any of these garbage ones, but they are. Or they're tied to Twitter. I don't I can't tell you specifically what they're tied to. They're tied to the news, and when the news drops like that, those bots just pull the rug. They just pull all their bids. They pull the structure. Yeah, it works like that, Vortex. Yes, it is exactly how it works. That's exactly how it works. If anybody tells you differently, they're lying to you, or they don't know how it works. They don't know how it works. That's exactly how it works. Vortex. It's how the stock market works. That's how the everyday individual trader um, does not move this market. Okay. Um, the people that move this market are whales, spot whales, and exchanges. And those exchanges have liquidity providers, and those liquidity providers are bots. And so they basically are there to accept your sell order or accept your buy order on spot. And when they're not doing that, they're tied to an EMA or an MA. I mean, these are all algorithms. This is all written in. These are bots written in Pine script and strategy tested, and they're making money for the exchanges on the side. And I mean, there's so much. It's so complex. Vortex. It's so complex. Like, and I understand that most people don't want to believe that this is the truth, and that's because it is complex, but it's the truth. It's a complex model. And that's why early days when I first started trading, you would have very extreme wicks on some of these exchanges. I mean, I remember the day, this is a true story. Okay. I was on Deribit. All right. Back in the day, you could trade on Deribit. It's the biggest options crypto exchange in the world still. But Deribit, you could do perpetual on it. You KYC free, all this stuff. And one day they had a wick that went from, I think the price was $8,900 to $7,200. Okay. Now, did spot price or did somebody actually fill an order at that price? No, no, it didn't. Right. And so, what Deribit did, and most of the exchanges didn't do this back then, like BitMEX, most of these exchanges never did something like this. Deribit, if you were liquidated on that perpetual contract, on that wick, being the only exchange that had that wick, and again, this is my point of talking about bots and liquidity. When there was less liquidity, it was more problematic for traders and more problematic for the exchanges. They don't want those nasty wicks that didn't register. So one day, like I said, it went from $8,900 to $7,200 in a blink of an eye, and then you were liquidated if you're in a long and whatever. And then they also filled orders if you had orders. So I had some limit orders lower that got filled, and I got a free trade, and they paid them all. They paid all the people that got trades, filled limit orders, and got the instant long. They filled all the shorts that closed if you happen to close, which no shorts were able to close on it. It was like one of those 5-second wicks down and up. It was because of liquidity. Again, I'm trying to just talk about liquidity in general and how these exchanges, how the price moves, the price is moving right now from, supply, demand, Bitcoin dominance. The bots are so in charge of Bitcoin dominance and alt runs. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Do you think like there's some person behind this? There can't be some individual human being behind the screen that's like, I'm going to push this button and pull this much money from Bitcoin right now, and I'm going to send this much money of the Bitcoin in the world to Solana. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this much money of Bitcoin. I'm going to send it to Arbitrum right now, and we're going to pump Arbitrum. There's not somebody behind the screens doing that. That's all bots. And it's mostly probably Binance bots because they're the biggest exchange in the world, but every exchange has them. And that's what, at the end of the day, moves. What do you think of Bonk right now? It's still looking good, or a good time to short? I was looking at Bonk yesterday, and Bonk, Bonk is an interesting one. It's got a lot of sell pressure. I don't know the utility behind Bonk. Do you know the utility behind Bonk? I don't know the utility behind Bonk. So, technical analysis wise, I'm not really interested. We got this is ugly. I'm not good long for a scalp. Definitely a volatile thing. I would look for the 5-minute cross that has already happened. I can just tell by looking at it. 5-minute cross. Like, I'm looking for more volatility here. This still looks weak to me. This isn't that much volatility. Look at the daily and the recovery from it held the 50. All right. Okay, so Bonk, I could see a Bonk move. Let's see, what is that? I could see maybe a Bonk move. It held that 50 daily 50. 17%. Makes sense. You gotta realize when these coins dump like this, like Inge, when Inge dumped, it took a lot of time for Inge to recover here, fam. A lot of time. 25 minutes to the 4-hour, guys. 25 minutes to 4-hour. This looks good. Want to see a close over this box though for Inge. Definitely want to see a close over that box. Let's look at a lot of these coins, man. Right at is still at that resistance. BNB. Solana, the same thing, fam. What I say, golden pocket, 103. Got to be careful here on Solana. This is not the area. I get it. We broke the trend line. This is the golden pocket, fam. This is not an area you FOMO long into. This is the scenario right here. We're either going to reject that 0.66, which is what a level we'll hit. We'll hit that 105 and pull back and consolidate, or we'll hit that 105 and just pull back completely. And that will be it. I don't like a lot of this signature historical volatility, but all right. I lied. This is kicking up. This is kicking up. God. Look up Bitcoin dominance here. Weak. Okay. Weak. This is good. This is good. That ain't that good though. Ooh. No, I don't. Can the alts knock it down today? This Bitcoin's pumping and alts aren't. Our alts are not pumping against Bitcoin right now while it's pumping. Look, Bitcoin dominance is going up. Alts are just following Bitcoin. So because they're tied to a pair of Bitcoin, it did hold the 50 pretty well. It's a shitcoin, to be honest. Yeah, Abraham, it is. It is a shitcoin, but you know, just like my opinion on Ethereum, like it's a coin you can make money off of, Bonk, right? You can totally make money off of Bonk. I think I want a long. I'm a little PTSD, but I want a long. We've been talking about Solana here since 101 and it's pumped to 104. Watching this 4-hour close on ARB too. Get a nice 4-hour close on this on ARB, and then I could see a long $1.96. Dude, this, I don't know, but the Nightbot is going nuts. Gonna have to. I can pin these messages. Kind of. Nice. That's dope. Put on some music. We're gonna wait 22 minutes. I won't be leaving here for 22 minutes, fam. At least. Yo, Tio, thank you for that follow. Yeah, that Nightbot's going ham. It's because it was broken, and then I fucked with the settings. Look at that. Bitcoin hit that golden pocket to the almost to the dollar. It might have hit it to the dollar actually. Let me see. It did. Yeah, it hit it to a dollar. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy right there. You guys ever, does anybody in here ever go watch Kimba? I'm gonna go see if he's live right now. Kimba, dude. Kimba, dude. Oh, he's not live though. It says next stream Thursday. So on Thursday, oh, that's today. That is today. We'll rate him. In a little bit, we'll have to rate him. But he talks about the golden pocket. Fibonacci works, fam. Fibonacci works. I would have been willing to take that short too. Retracement, look at that, clean. I bet you Wooks took that short. If he's in chat, he took that completely. Abraham, on Solana, to be honest, I think in my opinion, if it closes this 4 hour and 15 minutes, is he making money now, chat? Am I making money? What do you think we can see on Sol if it doesn't bounce back at the 4 hour? I think honestly, I think Solana can move up. To be honest, I'm bullish on alts right now. If Bitcoin holds this range, again, it doesn't, I don't know if alts are going to like if we break back up here. That's going to be the question. But I think that, honestly, I think alts going to look good. Solana's now expanding on the daily. It is at the golden pocket. I would prefer if and this is a pivot right here. This 15 minutes gonna come down fat. Not fat, but it will come down. It's got down pressure. I could see it. You know, get past, I want to see Solana get past this right here. Solana gets past that on a 15 minute, I can FOMO in, or I'll simply right? This is a pretty good retest. Oh, this is, I mean, some of these lines, look at this. A break back above, held the line. That was a cue to go. That was a cue to foam win. But this 15-minute will pull back. Not the best look at the golden pocket. I would prefer a consolidation here and a break above, and then long a break above this. I'm not gonna long this right here. Not after this. Not after it's moved up 20% off that wick at the golden pocket. Just not gonna do it. What am I holding right now? ARB. That's it. My only exposure right now to the market is ARB. I have moon bags. I don't count that as holding. I got like, I'll always have Solana. I'll always have I'll always have some ARB, but I have like a ARB spot trading bag right now. I'm waiting for $3 to get rid of it. I bought it at $1.31. I think ARB's gonna see 3. ARB is one of the more bullish coins. Hands down. You watch this 15-minute probably rips up. Let's see. A spinning top little thing, but I don't play those. 1 hour, 1 hour still looks good at resistance. Again, I say good. It's got a nice buy wick. It got denied here, but zoom out. Here's the 4 hour. Zoom out. Look at the 2 hour. Barely shaded above the 2 hour. ARB price discovery. 8 hours closing. Okay. Look at the 8 hour. What do you see, fam? I see continuation. I see continuation. I mean, it is in the inside of this part of the wick. Not too concerned with that. This looks like a really good bullish green 8 hour candle. If you knew nothing about the charts besides green or red, you look at this 8 hour, you're going to tell me it's bullish. Bullish, right? 12 hour, same thing. 12 hour looks really good. Bitcoin pulling back is going to be a good thing for alts. Kind of, tells them to chill out. Bitcoin dominance to chill out. It's getting a little retracement here on the 1 hour. That's what you have to watch, fam, is this Bitcoin dominance. This is the probably the one chart you want to watch if you're long in a bunch of alts. It's pretty mean. I gotta get rid of some of these disclaimers, dude. Have you looked into Hyperliquid on ARB? It's a DEX. Hyperliquid on ARB? That's a DEX on ARB? Let's check it out. Nasty. Let's check it out. Hyperliquid, huh? Well, besides the fact I'm in a bad jurisdiction, but this looks good. What kind of wallet do they use? MetaMask? Dude, look at Sifu. Wow. You see this, like, you can start your own this isn't just look at these vaults. You can start your own fund. So basically, oh, look at this. All right, look, you can see his trades. Entry, he entered at 44,385. You guys see this? This is shit, dude. Oh man, this is amazing. Somebody's really long happy. They are going to be airdropping tokens later in the year. All right, Nashty. Sifu, it is that scammer, yeah. Yeah, look at his entry price on Bitcoin. 44,385 on Ethereum. He's underwater. I mean, he's not underwater a lot. CRV. Well, but his TIA, um, his TIA though, look at this, is up more than all three of his losses. 37 to 24, 38 to 24. So, this isn't bad, you know? This is all of it too. You can see his trade history. That's cool. Maybe I'll set one of these up. This is sick, dude. I like this. Fried chicken enjoyer. Let's see how the fried chicken's doing. He's doing really well. Okay, he's longed ether. 20x. So he's got a little bit more balls than Sifu. But his entry is way better, right? So he probably look at this. This is a typical. Let me just tell you how swing traders do it. I know because this is how I trade when I do a big swing usually. And what kind of fucked me up this year was I got into too much intraday stuff and I didn't do enough swing trading when I had an opportunity to. With that being said, he probably has an entry that he started at like 1800, right? And he started that entry at 1800 at 5x. And then he added some at 1900, 10x. And then he added, you know what I'm saying? He kept adding to now his average position. He probably added some at 2100, 22. His average position is 2000. He probably didn't start with originally 20x. I'm assuming, especially if, look, you can establish and deposit money in this. So you can basically hook up my MetaMask wallet. I can deposit money into this guy and I can see my return, I guess. So profit share, you give him 10% of your profits. Yeah, this person fried chicken enjoyer. But that's cool, right? He's also TIA. Is TIA only on ARB? All right, dude. Who the fuck are you, dude? This is a DEX on Arbitrum. Hyperliquid. Is that correct? Nashty? This is a DEX on Arbitrum called Hyperliquid. We're gonna go back to the charts here for the 4 hour. I just want to see how this 4 hour closes. Bitcoin rejection. All alts. I don't like Solana right here. Just don't. I love Arbitrum. I love Arbitrum. Like this is. Look at that 1 hour. Woo! So our Bitcoin. Not the. I don't like this look, but it's not the worst. Let's see how this retraced to. Yeah, it's over the golden pocket. Not the worst. I still like Arbitrum. I like Arbitrum just because of the strength. It's in price discovery. Arb, Arb, Arb. I've been saying it all week. Look for Arb. I like Arb. It's free money. Arb is free money. Can you imagine fucking coming out here to rep some other fucking Paige Schiller in my fucking stream, dude. You want real TA? Bro. Dude, you want to know how? Dude, let me just tell you, the two people he fucking mentioned, their hands are so fucking dirty. Get off my fucking stream, dude. Don Alton, Trader Main, dude. Dirty fucking hands, bro. Dirty. My hands ain't dirty. Just remember that. You guys all remember that. My hands ain't dirty. They'll never be dirty either. I mean, I'm not gonna overthink this. This looks this. I mean, Solana looks good. Breaking past this. Look, it's getting back above this trend line. Closing above the 1 hour 50 MA. Breaking above this. I don't like that it's at the golden pocket. It's not the worst thing in the world. Again, this would be the play for Solana if you're gonna play it. Right, and then bounce. Something like this. Or it just blows by, but you gotta get over this golden pocket. $106 really. Arb looks. I mean, look at this. Arb's just fucking gonna go. Arb's just gonna go. Isabel, if you're still there, did you pick up any Arb spot at $130? I know you paid attention to it. I know you did. Oh, come on. Close that. Close that 1 hour. 2 minutes, fam. Close that 1 hour. Watch this. Watch this. Arb's just gonna run. It closes this 1 hour over that line. It's gonna run. This is the best. This is the best, strongest coin. Free money. Long the pullback. It's shaking people out here. Really good shake out here. Shaking people out here. Way past any fib retracement. Closing a 1 hour high. A new 1 hour high, possibly in a minute and 50 seconds. That's what they're trying to do. You can see it. It looked much uglier just 5, 10, 15 minutes ago. Bitcoin dominance, how that dipping a little bit here. That's a good sign. So we will see. We'll see, fam. Anyways, mad love. Appreciate all you. Be safe. I'm gonna try to find a setup here in the next